And the flag is raised. And they're off, and this is the BetAtRacingTV.com handicap hurdle staying test over around 3 miles, and Burrows Hall is leading towards the first of 12 flights. Rail to Lear, the yellow and blue checked silks on the inside of On Springs, and Geordie Knight on the outside. Belvedere Blast in orange position, tucked away on the inside. Orange colours in 4th position, jumping that. The back two, Wolf Spear, and finally East Eagle. So it is at Burrows Hall, a recent Uttoxeter winner, where he made every yard, bidding to try and... Oh, Wolf Spear's unseated Joshua O'Brien at the second. Wolf Spear was awkward and lost the rider at flight number 2. So we're down to 6. Jockey's up on his feet okay. So 2 circuits in front of them from here. Burrows Hall is leading On Springs, Rail to Lear. The loose Wolf Spear is then in between Geordie Knight and Belvedere Blast. And East Eagle sitting 2.5 lengths off them in 6th position now. Danny McMenamin and Burrows Hall riding for Joel Parkinson and Sue Smith. Got a big half an hour for that yard this afternoon, with Burrows Hall leading to Rail to Lear, one of 2 greys in 2nd place. On Springs, a 5-time winner over fences. Has been 2 years since his last win, but only a handful of runs in that time. On Springs is in 3rd, then the loose horse, Geordie Knight on the outside as they jump the first of 3 in the back straight. And then Belvedere Blast, the best turned out winner under James Rowbottom in 5th place just, and East Eagle is last of all as they run towards the 2nd hurdle over in the back straight. And Burrows Hall is leading On Springs. Burrows Hall. Rail to Lear on the inside, on the outer On Springs. These are the first 3. Geordie Knight and Charlie Hammond keeping a little bit wider as the loose Wolf Spear gets closer still to the front of the field. Jumping what will be 3 out in another circuit. There it was, number 5. So Burrows Hall is the leader. Rail to Lear and James Bowen in 2nd position on the inside, with On Springs just holding 3rd ahead of Geordie Knight and Belvedere Blast, and East Eagle and Charlie Maggs still in last place. So the loose Wolf Spear has now got to the front of the pack as they head around the turn. But Burrows Hall still leading the race to Rail to Lear in 2nd. And then On Springs and Callum Pritchard with Geordie Knight 2nd in his last 2 races. On the outside, Belvedere Blast around the end, has won at Market Raisin 3 times before. East Eagle is at the back. So they've completed a circuit, have to go round once more after they've jumped these next 2 flights, running towards number 6. And it is still Burrows Hall that is yet to be headed. Loose horse declining to jump that obstacle. Didn't inconvenience any of the runners as they now come towards the 7th. This is where we lost Wolf Spear a circuit ago. He doesn't want to jump it again. He's still on the outside as it is Burrows Hall in front by 2.5 to Rail to Lear in 2nd. Geordie Knight the outside of On Springs. Belvedere Blast is just having to be pushed along, another 2 lengths further back, with East Eagle just gaining on that one a little bit, but pushed along himself. 1 circuit to go. Burrows Hall is the leader to Rail to Lear in 2nd position. A brace of greys in the 2nd and 3rd places at the moment. Rail to Lear and Geordie Knight, who is just a fraction closer. And then On Springs in 4th. Belvedere Blast has dropped back to share last place with East Eagle. The BetAtRacingTV.com handicap hurdle. They're out on their final circuit. And it is Burrows Hall leading by a length to Rail to Lear, with Geordie Knight half a length away on the outside. Wolf Spear has been caught, the loose horse. So jumping the first of 3 in the back, and Burrows Hall led over it by a little over a length and a half to Rail to Lear, Geordie Knight. A gap of 3 then to be pushed along On Springs. East Eagle is in the next spot, and Belvedere Blast is last of the 6. Burrows Hall, the middle one in the back straight. Good jump, Rail to Lear, as well as the leader, and Geordie Knight the outside. The other 3 are all off the bridle, trying to get a bit closer. East Eagle has now moved into 4th place as they come to 3 out. Danny McMenamin and Burrows Hall to Rail to Lear, Geordie Knight the outside. East Eagle is a further 4 lengths away in 4th place. Belvedere Blast is in 5th. On Springs has beaten a retreat, is dropping away now. So 2 left to jump. Burrows Hall is still the leader. Rail to Lear and Geordie Knight, both within a length of the front runner. They're clear by 5 to East Eagle. Belvedere Blast trying to renew an effort and at least press for 4th place again as they head around the turn back towards home. Burrows Hall is now just pushed along. Rail to Lear, the outside, is just pushing Geordie Knight a little wide as they head around this bend. Burrows Hall on the inner. Rail to Lear now rousted along. Geordie Knight trying to move into it on the outside. They've got 2.5 furlongs left to race, 2 flights left to jump. Burrows Hall trying to keep up the gallop here. Geordie Knight just about edging into second, but Rail to Lear trying to cling on to that, but Burrows Hall is getting away from the pair of them as they jump the second last. Burrows Hall's clear by 4.5 to Geordie Knight going into second. Rail to Lear can't go on. Belvedere Blast is rallying, but Burrows Hall, he means business today once again. Heading inside the last furlong, he's cleared the last very nicely. Belvedere Blast is now running into second place, getting a second win, but it'll have to be one mighty second wind to catch Burrows Hall. That margin is being reduced as they run towards the line. Burrows Hall, Belvedere Blast sprinting. Burrows Hall will make it though. Burrows Hall the winner. Belvedere Blast flew home for second. In 3rd place was Geordie Knight. Rail to Lear was 4th.